What's going on, everybody? Oh, thank you, Shawana. What's going on, everybody? I had my chicken soaking in some vinegar and water. Y'all see them? These are, I gotta go and get me some more of these wings from the Easter market. So today I'm being just very lazy. I get into one of the moments where I just stay to myself and all that good stuff. Okay. Hey, goody, Monica, how you doing? I know it's been a minute since I've been on here. Okay. So today is one of the lazy days. I'm off today. I had to tell you about yesterday. 225 kids. Oh my God. 225 children. So I was going to cook me some pot roast, but then I was really, really hungry. I said, well, you know what? I need to eat something now. So then I have leftover food from me working. So I said, you know what? I looked at my refrigerator. I had to clean my refrigerator out. Oh my God. I didn't realize I had so much stuff in there. Okay, so I am going to use, I need to go to the grocery store. I haven't been. So I'm going to use whatever I have up here to season my chicken, which salt is one. I got garlic powder. I like garlic powder instead of garlic salt. I'm going to add all of this. Oh, Michael, that's a lot. You're damn right. I like garlic. I love me some garlic. I got some onion powder. I have garlic powder here. This is some chicken seasoning. I'm gonna use all of that. Well, might as well. Yeah. Since I got to go to the grocery store anyway. Use the rest of this black pepper first. How y'all doing? Okay. I'm gonna put a little ground sage in it, just a little bit, just a little, cause it's chicken. And I'm gonna try this out. I've never tried this espresso rub and seasoning. Let's see what this is good for. Um, it's got black pepper, paprika, espresso coffee. I guess that sandwich would be good. We're gonna try a little bit of that. Come on, somebody. Let's do it. What? And I'm gonna put a hot sauce. We'll use this other hot sauce. This is some $9 hot sauce here. And you know, I bought some lime chicken before, and I was gonna put some lime on it, but sometimes we do too much. So I'm not gonna put any lime on it because I need a chicken flavor. So asked him I put mustard on mine. I'm not gonna put any mustard this time. Okay, I like to tuck my wings. Hey, happy white wife. I like to tuck my wings, y'all. Just like this. So we've been at it's a camp for kids, 225 children. And I don't know if y'all saw the video. We made them some. Hey, Sippy Ramona, how you doing, baby? We made them some subs, turkey subs with carrot. We had some vegetarian subs. It's amazing. I don't remember them doing vegetarian anything when I was growing up. Either you ate meat or you didn't. Either you ate meat or you didn't, right? So the kids were so opinionated, and it was so hilarious. Oh, I should be. It was so hilarious. The kids were so opinionated. The one little boy was like, "Excuse me." He was like, "Is this turkey?" He said, "Because I don't eat pork." They had to be about 9 or 10. He said, "Because I don't eat pork." Do y'all know at 9 to 10, I wasn't even thinking about what I was eating, as long as it tasted good. And we were like, "No, it's not pork." And he was like, so he stood there. Now, mind you, there are a lot of kids standing behind him. And he's like really contemplating. And so the guy who we were working with, shout out to Cliff, Egypt Catering, Egypt something catering, who I'm sorry. Sorry, Cliff, I don't remember, but Egypt something. Well, anyway, he looking at the little guy like, hurry up. And the boy's like, He was like, well, I would have to see the package. And Cliff was like, what? He said, I would have to see the package. What did it come in? Let me see the package that the meat came in. And we all looking at this little boy like, why would we lie to you? What happened to the days where the kids just believe what an adult said? We didn't question the adult. So the girl went and got the package and showed him. Then he came up there and got 2 and 3 subs, but it was so funny. Then you had one, but you know what else shocked me? We had when they had me, because it wasn't my menu, it was Clip's menu. So mind you, we got this assembly line going of 225 subs. No, matter of fact, 250. And so they said put 4 carrots, the raw carrots in each one. It wasn't like it was in the ranch or anything. What it was it was the carrots, a mayonnaise packet, a mustard packet, and the sub with the lettuce, tomatoes. And I was thinking, like, why would they get these kids these carrots just like this? I would have been at camp. I would be a little disappointed, right? And do you know, the kids was like, those carrots are so delicious. Can I have some more carrot? All they wanted was carrot. I was like, wow, what a different generation now. Because baby, we didn't want no carrot, but give me another sub. I ain't never asked for no more raw carrots. No. And then I was cleaning out my refrigerator and I got raw carrots and then I started laughing. But I never craved any carrot. I would do celery and I have to have ranch or celery. I love celery and peanut butter. Do y'all not love celery and peanut butter? So I said, do y'all keep y'all potatoes in the refrigerator or out? Like right here, I have to cook these potatoes before they go bad. That's the reason. I was going to do some French fries or something. See, the rest of these I'm going to have to throw away. And I hate throwing away food. I really, really do. I really do. I hate throwing away food. I don't know. You would think that I grew up poor and was always hungry or something, and that was not the case. Not the case at all. It's just that I love to eat. Now, I am going to. Do y'all notice that? What was I about to say? Did y'all notice I do not have my fighter on yet for my French fries? I mean, for my chicken, which I'm letting my chicken soak a little bit with the seasoning. Okay. I love French fries, y'all. Some good old French fries. Now, I would have used the pillar, but these were too small. And I didn't want to be peeling my fingers. So, but working with those little kids, well, not working with them, but dealing with those kids, they were so loud. Hey, Tiffany, Cooper, what up, world? What up? So look, working with them kids yesterday, when I tell you they were so loud, I mean extremely screaming, yelling. I almost caught myself. I almost said, shut the fuck up. Because remind you, we're in the church. It's in the church out in Farmington Hills, which is the suburbs of Detroit. And I mean, you had the little fast ones. Oh, it was the little fast. It was some fast ones. Some of them look like, what the hell is this? Um, I don't want all of my labor to be in vain. I don't know why that song just keeps staying in my head. I don't want all of my labor to be in vain. So yeah, I'm trying to find this comfortable space to be in. I'm telling you. Mr. Michael Lynn is something so heavy on my heart. And as her 77th birthday approaches, I'm like, wow, my mom would be 77. I remember when she turned 25. I was there. And it just lets me know that, you know, all of our days, all of our time is coming. And I pray to God, like, Lord, please let the rest of my stuff, this time that I have left, be peaceful and I don't want to leave here regretting anything. And I was sitting just I read something that was like talking about when your mother died, don't have no regrets. And I was like, is it any regret? Is it any regrets that I have of my mama not being here? And I do have some regrets. I have some regrets. I have some regrets though, which were way from years ago, like when I was a teenager, and I was blaming her for stuff. I work at a daycare, so screaming and crying kids. Y'all didn't mind it. Oh, I couldn't handle it. Oh, I couldn't handle it. So I was thinking about do I have any regrets when it comes to Michael Lamb? I was like, yeah. Um, I regret um, some of the things I blamed her for. Even though, that was years before she passed away. And I regret not buying her a house, not making enough money to buy her a house. I regret not being able to have the money to get the best doctor. And then God said, I don't care how many doctors, what you would have paid the doctors. If I was ready for her, I was ready for her. And then, it makes me wonder, here I am, a two-time cancer survivor, and I made it. Lord, why my mama had, but who am I to question God? Let his will be done and not mine. But anyway, I have not no regrets that I'm going back to my Lord. I wish, Jesus, I wish I could go back. And Mama, I'm sorry. I don't have any of those regrets. Mama, I'm sorry. I don't have those type of regrets. Mama, I should have been there more. Nope, none of those regrets. I wish I had a sit. Nope, none of those. And looking at those kids reminded me of me being little. And if I had went to a camp, because a lot of the kids' parents weren't there, and they dropped them off. My mama would, I would have begged her. I would not even stay there if she had not have stayed there as well. I felt so protected. And I felt like nobody could do anything to me as long as Michael Lamb was there. That was my protector. You gonna mess with who? You gonna mess with what? Not me. And didn't work with all those kids, that many kids. The one little young fella came up and he just stood there and he was looking. And I was like, "Can I help you? You need something?" He was like, "No, no, I'm just standing here looking, talking." This little, this boy had to be about 7 or 8, and he was like a grown old man. He was like, "No, I don't want nothing. I'm just sitting here talking. How are you today?" I was like, "Well, I'm fine, young man." Uh, but I will say this: me dealing with all them kids yesterday, and I have to deal with them for the next, I think it's 3 weeks. 3 weeks. Um, it made me not want any kids. It took that urge away from me to want to have kids. Cause y'all know lately I've been saying I want to have a baby. I'm gonna find somebody to go half on the baby, right? Half on the baby, and I'm praying that it'll be a little girl, and I want to name her Michael Ann. Michael Ann. Even though by the time that baby get 20, I would be 77, the same age my mama is would be. Okay, so because I'm not going to fry these and say I will not shake this, I am going. No, you know what? Let me tell you this. No, I'm going to wait. Let me tell you something about. I love to flour my fries and cut onions up. So let me cut some of them onions up right now while I almost broke my motherfucking oops. Excuse my friend. Okay, so let me tell y'all. Working where I work, let me let y'all look at this. Oh, anyway, no. Like if we cook, at my job, I have the macaroni was so damn delicious, right? I have like pans and pans of macaroni that I froze and put in put into my freezer. Matter of fact, I need to warm up some macaroni to eat with this. And macaroni for days, baby. And so I won't have to cook any macaroni for 4th of July. If you freeze stuff right, if you freeze it right, yeah, I know the only thing when I cook chicken that bothers me is, the devil want to play with your mind because I was like, oh my God, I'm not going to taste mama's chicken no more ever in my life. Because I tell y'all, couldn't nobody fry chicken like my mama. And, but see, that was the devil playing trick with me. Because I'm saying, why I never taste mama chicken ever again in my life. And God was like, she wasn't cooking no more anyway. You see that? My mom wasn't, she didn't cook no more anyway, so it wasn't like I was tasting her chicken. But I think what bothers me is the fact that if she was here, I could at least ask her to cook me the chicken, even though she probably said I don't feel like it. Okay. So I love onion, a lot of onion on my steak and my fries. Those are two things. So I feel like extra onions, and they don't get it when I say extra onion. Give me some extra, extra, extra onions. Right? Okay. So I'm gonna put the, put the onions right here. I got a salad that's already made up. I was about to say, bro, do you want a little girl who's a straight A's but will clap back uh, if you mess with her and she's 8, she's already boom. I mean, and she's 8, she's already born. Look, my child would clap back. My child would have no read. My child would automatically clap back because they would hear me. That is why nobody understands. The reason I clap back is because of my mom and what I heard this woman say. I was a nosy child. I listened. My mom would be on the phone. She'd go, God damn it, hold on, girl. God damn it, get the fuck out my mouth. Because I'd be like this looking at my mom. I was nosy. Baby, when I knew everything. Yes, I did. Okay, so. Y'all see how I have that? Whenever I go to the store, I get a lot of these bags, right? The brand new bags, because I know that I'm gonna use them. Come on, somebody. Because I know I'm going to. I'm. I'm giving you my daughter no child. Oh, you say, oh, you gonna give me your daughter no child? Can I change her name? Can I change her name to Michael Ann? Will she answer? But she sounds like my type of daughter. If that is her, baby. I just watched something on I'm always watching videos. And the little boy, the man pulled up. He pulled up with his son and daughter. And he was like, who hit you? Who hit you? And it was a stepdad. There was another guy out there. Now, the guy that pulled up was a lot bigger than the guy that was the father that was already out there. And he said, your son, he was like, no, that ain't my son. He said, my son over there. He said, that's my girlfriend's son. He said that, oh, I want to slap the shit out of him. He told me, that ain't my son, that's my girlfriend's son. You scary motherfucker. Look, she will be in that kitchen cooking right with you, real okay. But wait, y'all, if my mama had a man and the guy came up to the school to check me, and the guy was bigger, and the guy had the daddy that was over there had to be my height. And so the other guy was big, he was a little bigger. And he was like, who, this is daddy, this is daddy. And the guy, he was like, wait. He said, no. He said, that's my son. He said, this is my girlfriend, this is my woman's son. Bitch, why did you have to differentiate? I would have smacked him I would have whooped his ass just for, you gonna throw that little, first of all, if his woman's son saw that, she should have beat his ass and left him. My mama would have whooped his ass and left him. You gonna throw that boy under the bus. That's my son. That ain't my son. Oh, how quickly you want to. The nigga, I'll tell you what. Don't you ever say a motherfucker. See, that's why sons don't respect you stepfathers and you boyfriend because shit like that. Because if you did that to me, motherfucker, the next time you say, don't even raise your voice, don't look at me, don't tell me to do shit. Bitch, I ain't your son. I'm not your son. Now you're gonna want to tell me what I need to do. No, you didn't take up for me out there when that man was about to whoop my ass. Oh, I was so pissed. No, that ain't my son. That's my girlfriend's son. If you don't, oh, you bitch ass nigga. Oh, I was so pissed. I can't stand a bitch nigga. I can't. And one to do that, knowing. Come on, somebody. How that boy supposed to respect your ass? And then the daddy said, go get your lick back. So you stood there while the child went over there and the big brother went over there and slung that little boy. And it took another kid to get the teacher. The teacher said, no, I'm a teacher. Call the police. No, you can't do it. But you said your punk it. Oh, I want to, oh my God. Oh, just thinking about that shit makes me want to knock a nigga out. I wish a nigga would. Oh, baby. Listen, I could have been out there and don't even know the little boy and would have been like, no, they ain't gonna fight. What the fuck is you doing? No, that ain't gonna happen. I would have stopped the fight, period. Oh, we can, hell no. Sit the fuck down. Ain't nobody fighting. Oh, but for him to be a little bitch ass nigga. Yeah, I ain't got no sad song. Can y'all believe that? I'm so mad. You know, if I saw somebody else's child getting beat up, I'm going to say something. Like, hold up, y'all. We ain't doing that. That ain't happening. You might as well let that go. I tell the little boy, where your mom? Where your daddy? Let me call. Where your mama says your stepdaddy ain't shit. Okay, if y'all notice, I still have not turned my fire on. And the reason I'm not doing that is because I want to let this flour soak in. Just soak in. While I do that. Come on, don't call it you my motherfucking stepdaddy. So I was supposed to go to work today, y'all, but they canceled it till next week because of like I would be there right now because of weather and climate weather. And I can tell that it's gonna rain or something. It was outside. It was an outside event. So here I am. Here I am, baby. Sign sealed, delivered. I'm yours. Here I am, baby. Yeah, yeah. Sign sealed, delivered. Okay, put Tiffany say, but these days and times I change their real fathers and mamas because parents is too busy being friends with. Come on, get it. Come on. If I could be out there, you know what? I used to, when mama would come up to something and we would like say that the parents was wrong against us and they came up and mama went there, but mama pulled up. And when mama gets there, I'd be like, yeah, because mama say, shut the fuck up. I got this. Mama would tell me, shut the fuck up. I got it. She wouldn't even let us argue with the adult. Even though the adult was wrong, mama would say, shut the fuck up. I got this. Be quiet. Shut up. I got this. And we shut the fuck up. And that's when she would proceed to say, hold up. This is my child. Ain't a motherfucker doing a damn thing to mine. Now my child is wrong. I'm gonna check their ass, but you ain't going. You're not gonna be out here talking about you gonna whoop my child. No, that was not happening. And that also made us respect, other adults. It made us respect them. You got parents out here now, all they want to see is they want their kids to get back. I'm gonna get their ass back. No, you ain't. Okay, so I was looking for these ads, but I had such a headache the other day. 7 please. Yeah. Oh, Lord, Lord. Okay, I love my little stand I ordered from Timu. Okay. Okay. All right. So while that fight is going, we can sit here and talk. Oh, almost fell. Oh, y'all would have laughed. Oh, y'all would have laughed. Now that's why my husband and I. That's what my husband and I do with our daughter. Me, we getting her. Yeah, we cannot. No, it was no. I went out there with my. You got these parents that will let their kids be right out there with them cussing the parents out. Mama said, "Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up." Damn, bro, I'm hungry now. Watching you cook. I'm cooking fried steaks, chicken Alfredo, and garlic. Okay. You know what? I've been having a taste for some country fried steak lately. I think because my sister mentioned it. But what I'm going to do is I have a pot roast in there. I'm gonna cook that for Sunday. I have to work for the rest of this week, so going Thursday and Friday. So maybe I'll cook it Saturday. I gotta go to church Sunday. I missed church because I had been working on Sunday. So But I ain't complaining. I'm thanking God. I'm thanking God for what He's brought me through and how He's kept me. And you know what? I have got, I was sitting here the other day, y'all, and I was really thinking, and I had almost a little tear in my eye, but not nothing too. I said, you know what? If I was to fall out and die in this house, say I just had a massive heart attack, I'm not claiming nothing, Lord. You know I want to make it to 113. I don't know why it's 113 I want to make it to, but I want to be 113 or 131. Either way, it's a 3 to 1 in it. And I said, if I was to fall out, would anybody know that I died? Because I don't talk to a lot of people like that. I talk to them more on Facebook. Hey, cuz I talk to all my family. I tell everybody happy birthday all on Facebook. Um, the people I work with would be, if it was a gig or something they wanted me to do, they would be texting me like, or they probably, hey, I tried to call you for something. My sister be the call. I don't think she would have come check. I don't think she know where I stay. I know Upwork would be to call me to check. I'm sure the Good Eating with Mika and Shawanda would. They would call and check. I'm sure that Sweet Rita would. But at some point, a couple of friends I had probably would call and say, hey, how you doing? But nobody would think anything of it. They wouldn't be like, oh my God, something wrong with CMA. Let's go check on them. So I was thinking about that. I said, you know what? If I was to fall out in here, do you know how they would find me? The landlord would be like, hold up, this nigga ain't paid rent. And they would be knocking on my door and they wouldn't come in because they don't come in unless they have my permission. Then I probably get a letter, eviction letter. I still be laying here, eviction letter. And then finally they would come through because you had to walk past my door to get to all the other apartments or get upstairs to the other apartments. Then they would smell my body. And you couldn't let nothing this cute rot. But I really thought about that, all jokes aside. I was like, so I think I need to make a plan to or set something up just in case, a life alert button or something. I'm old, but it is. But it is well with my soul. I'm in a place to where I don't have to be around anybody. I don't have to be next. And I'm not a good best friend. I'm not. I'm too much of a good best friend. Let me redirect that because I'm like this. If I'm your friend and I see somebody doing something to you, and I take up for you, and you don't take up for yourself, but then you turn around and let me have it, and that's why a lot of reasons. That's why I chose to just, what, Michael, deal with you. I can't take up for other people that don't take up for themselves. I have a mouth on me. You can't let me have it. And that's another thing. If you my friend and you let me have it, have it. And I know I'm good at something. I'm gonna keep saying, hold up now. Look, I'm gonna tell you, look, you let me have it now. Now, when I let you have it back, and then when you let somebody have it back, they have an added that any friendships that I've had that are no longer is because, and if I really cared about you, I've said, hey, hold up. Now, the way you doing that, now if I go there and let your ass have it, especially some screaming and hollering shit, and I give it back, your feelings are gonna be more hurt than mine. You gonna want to stop fucking with me. You do need to set something up, bro. Real time. Yeah, I know. I know. I really do. But I think so. That is one of the. I'm tired of trying to be people friends. I mean, like best friends. I'm tired of. I'm not kissing nobody ass. I'm not gonna allow you to do me the way you don't want me to do you. That's not gonna happen. You don't fuck with me, really. I'm not gonna fuck with you, really. And I don't care who it is, friends or family. I'm just at 57. I'm at a I don't give a fuck stage in my life. I don't give a fuck. I'm not gonna lose sleep about it. 3 years I'll be 60. I don't want to look like some of the people I've seen turn 60. I don't. And the way people you see people older than you or your age that look so damn old because they didn't allow people to worry them. They have allowed people to stress them out. Nobody stresses me out. And like I said, baby, trust and believe. If I can be here 3 years without my mama and still ain't on a corner strung out, ain't hoeing, ain't I mean, it could be a number of things, but the fact that I'm in my right mind and she's not here lets me know I can make it through anything. And what I refuse to do, because that is my biggest issue. That is my biggest concern. That is my biggest problem is waking up every day without Michael Aaron, my mama, being on this earth. That consumes me. That's the only thing I need to deal with. I'm not going to deal with nobody else's attitude, nobody else's weakness, nobody else's what the fuck they think about me. It's something about when you lose your mama. I don't give a fuck what somebody else think about me. I don't give a fuck if you like me or you don't like me. And I hope you don't give a fuck whether I like you or don't like you. Come on, baby. Every day is a struggle to make it through another day. That, when you open your eyes and you say to yourself, oh my God, there's another day without my mom. And to know that you got to go through that for the rest of your life. My older sister, I love her. We were talking, I said, I love you. She was like, I said, oh, you ain't gonna say back. She said, oh, you got to earn my love. I said, how about this? I don't work for nothing. And I said, well, it was still love you too. And I hung up. And then she texted me, you got to lighten up. And I still didn't get what you mean lighten up. So she calls me back and she was like, no, I'm just saying, like if you was my boyfriend. I said, girl, but I ain't your boyfriend. I'm your brother. You're not making sense. And she was like, I said, but you still didn't say I love you back. I'm at this age, I don't work for nothing but me and the person who's paying me. So I didn't get that part. Maybe, some of my family is trying to be comedians. And, every time I go to a family get together, this is what I always get because I'm a comedian. It's two things I get because I'm a chef and because I'm a comedian, I get these two things. First, somebody always want to come up to my cousin, I got a good one for you, cousin. I got a good one for you. And they want to tell me a joke. And some of them be the worst fucking jokes I've ever heard in my life. And I'll go, oh, okay, all right, look. Or it be so corny. I'm laughing my ass off because it's so corny. And they think they didn't just ate. I knew that was funny. And I'm thinking, no, that was terrible. That's the comedian part. Or they want to always not play the dozen, but come at me with a joke. Like one of my cousins, because they all call me Little Michael because they call me Big Michael. I remember going into a family get together, and my one cousin was like, Little Michael, you remember when I used to kick your ass? Remember I used to beat you up? And I said, no, but I do remember when you used to be small. I said, I do remember when you was my size. It was so hilarious. I said, I do remember when you used to be my size. Happy wife, like, you are a real comedian. I was watching a video of yours from 5 years ago when you said, wait, what was that? 5 years ago when you said SEC. Okay, when I said what? Oh, you got to expound on that a little bit. So I don't know. But I was like, look, I swear to God, y'all, they was like, you remember when I used to kick your ass? I said, no, but I remember when you were skinny. I remember when you were smaller. What? And then everybody just fell out laughing because they are a lot bigger than what they were. I'm still the same. I'm a couple of pounds heavier than what I was, but I'm still small. Everybody bust out laughing. I'm like, Do you know I'm a comedian? The one-liners just fell out my mouth. Like I don't even think I didn't even think about that. But I was looking because he was big. I'm like, "You remember I used to kick your ass?" I said, I remember when you were small. The look on their face was priceless. They do that. And then it's another thing. Oh, you said you are a comedian. I just watched your video from 5 years ago when you were talking about 7-Eleven got me. Oh, oh my God. Yeah. Do you know what's so ironic about that? I was just talking to my boss. We were riding in the car and I was talking about 7-Eleven asking me. Okay, let me tell you, I'll go into that story, but the other thing is by me being a cook and them loving my cooking, they always want me to taste this food. They want to know what I think about the food that they cook. And I be laughing because I'm like, my God, and I don't want to hurt nobody's feeling, but I ain't gonna say it's good if it's not. I'm a confident woman, but I would have to ensure I'm immaculate if I ever met you. Oh no, beautiful one, you wouldn't have to do that. Here for the Skid Mark video. Oh, here from the Skid. Oh, so you saw, yeah, when the guy had the pants on with the shit. Oh my God. Yeah. Now, Happy Wife Life is talking about 7-Eleven, which is so ironic because I just talked about this yesterday. I go into 7-Eleven. Don't want to be roasted. Oh, beautiful one. No. I go in 7-Eleven downtown. Love the 7-Eleven. I go in there all the time. I get my beer. I get cigarettes or whatever it is, or some chips. And so when I go in there, and I notice people in front of me, this is when they had the shortage of pennies. Remember they had the shortage of pennies or whatever? And they was like, we ain't got no pennies. And they were telling the people like, look, we ain't gonna, and it was the way they were doing it, like, look, we ain't got no pennies. And so they was just taking these people's pennies and giving them, so they get to me. And I think that mine came to $9.97. And so they owed me 3 pennies. I mean, well, they owed me like 33 cents. And I said, hey, can I get, they was like, look, we ain't got the penny. I said, well, no. I said, I need my 3. I said, they was like, oh, over 3 pennies? I said, exactly. I said, you are a corporation, you're a big ass store. Why should I take the loss? And if you ask all these people, I said, would you let me go if I was 3 pennies short? I said, well, why don't you just give me 2 extra pennies and make it a nickel? And they did not, and they were looking at me like I was crazy. And I said, I don't want it. They was like, huh? I said, I don't want anything. Give me my money back. Give me my money back. If you 7-Eleven, why should I take the loss of the 2 pennies, the 3 pennies, or whatever it was they owed me? And they could not believe it. I was tripping about 3 pennies. No, I'm tripping because you got all of this, and I'm on a fixed damn income, and you expect me to take the loss. And imagine how many customers was taking, and black folk, stop feeling like y'all act like, oh, they doing something good. But if you came in as short, they wouldn't let you go. Y'all are happy. Y'all are happy. The Skid Mark, Tiffany said that Skid Mark video had me crying, laughing. It's a video I put on my shorts. Y'all know listen, what I like even more than the Skid Mark video is the little boy when they was asking him what was he eating. My God, was that hilarious. Now the Skid Mark video is, that is why the guy had on linen, and it was like tan or white linen. And he must have, this is part I don't get though. I can understand if he went and had to defecate, had to take a bowel movement, and say it was in a straw. That's why you got a wipe, baby. I wipe. Baby, look, if I have to unroll half of the tissue, and then I always try to carry baby flushable baby wipes anyway. But
So he got this linen on, and he must have took a shit, or I don't understand, or maybe he wasn't wearing no drawers because I can't see it coming through his underwear. I don't know, but now he got these shit stains in the back. He's look, baby. He got on Louis Vuitton shoes, sandals, and he thought he was giving it, but he had shit stains on the back of his pants, right in the ass crack. And see, people are so deceitful because the person took out the camera, the video camera, and videotaped it instead of telling him, "Hey, look, you know, you need to go check yourself." Because I would have said that, bro, you need to go check. Because I would, first of all, it's natural. You know, defecation is natural. You know, bowel movements are natural. I get it. Um, y'all know what I hate when I take a shower and I get dressed. And I have done this. I have gotten dressed and put on some new drawers and my new outfit. And then I have to take a bowel movement. And I'm, oh my God. So I will take all of my clothes back off, take the bowel movement, then wash up. Then I do a whole bath, you know, like standing at the sink and get my butt because I'm not going to feel clean. And you know, when you dress up and you have a new outfit, it's a whole vibe. And so I don't want a sticky booty. I mean, not that it's sticky, but I just want to be clean all over. But you know, I feel so bad for the man. But I guess I'm no better, am I? Because I put the video up. But hell, it was already out there. Yeah, that boy, that man had them shit stained, baby. He was standing there and nobody told him. My God, it would have been so. Well, at least they didn't show his face because now I really wanted to see his face. I didn't know if he was white or black. And that was why was that such a why was I so curious about wondering was he white or black? I don't know. I'm not a racist at all, never have been one. Now I do prefer when I go to movies, it has to be a good star or something. But other than that, I will support a black movie. I love our stories. I really, really do. But now there's a lot of stories that I do love. Like I love I love what's her name? Julia Roberts when she played the prostitute. I love her and Richard Gere. I love that movie. I thought it was hilarious. It- I love fried green tomatoes. Y'all know what? I love the original one. I didn't like the one with Queen Latifah and Alfred Woodard and Felicia Rashad and her daughter. I loved the original one. Mike, have you ever dated a hold on, let's see this. Mike, have you ever dated a guy you recently met and had to actually use the bathroom to the number two? This happened to me when I was 20. Uh turned out okay. You know what? We were just talking about this. Oh, it's so ironic y'all come with this question. If I did, I would let the person know, look, oh my stomach on bucket. I hate to do this. Either I have to go or I need to use the restroom. Because that's a part of life. I've had people use my bathroom, and that's why I always keep spray in there, bleach. You know, if I use your bathroom, you're not going to be able to tell that I took a shit. You'll know because it's smelling freshy and rosy in there. But wait, Tiffany's so stupid about that shit was funny, no pun intended. Okay, Happy Wife, I said the most epic two clapback videos in CMA history are nigga pull up and I thought a fat Chicago ass nigga said something. You know what? I have to go watch those videos. Every time you mention them, I go back and watch them. And hold on, y'all. I watch them all the time. I watch them all the time. And I said I was gonna do a marathon one day of just my clapback videos. And people like, oh, he started some shit. I wouldn't give a damn what y'all thought. Hell, they was epic and they were funny and I love it. And I thank God. Oh, almost ended this. I thank God that He gave me the ability to be funny like that. Okay, so look, my mama always did that. Oh, that shit is ready. That flour ready. So, do y'all see how that chicken soaked in that flour? So what I'm going to do now, this is how, well, you don't have to use an egg right there. I'm going to put this chicken back in here and reflour it.
And I tell y'all this, if you have not invested in half hour skillet, I don't know what to tell you. So now, at this point, the first time I did not dump the flour off, but I'm shaking it this time because I don't want all that burnt flour at the end, right? So, and then I'm gonna turn it up a little bit because when you put it in there, it's gonna bring the temperature down. You know, I love buying those 50 wings for $20 because I break them down and I forgot I still even had it and I wanted some chicken so bad. Even though I had just had some chicken. I had chicken leg. Okay. So now let me wash this pan while I can. Thank God for clothes, right? So we're gonna turn it up just a little bit more. Got my fries and stuff over there. Now I'm going to show you guys. So look, I have so many of these. These are macaroni and cheese that I have in my refrigerator. Hold on. Okay, so I keep oxtail in it. But look, that's one container. That's another container. I have like 1,000,000 containers of macaroni and cheese. I have another one right here. And then I have, okay, this is for my job though. This is honey cornbread. This is my salad right here that I got from my job that I'll be doing today. And I got some other stuff in here that I need to get. So yeah, that'll be the salad that I'll be eating. Come on, somebody. Okay. And so I got more macaroni down there. You know what? I got flour in here that in my Tupperware that I have not used. Come on, somebody. Come on, somebody. Okay, we're gonna let that go for a minute. Ah. Okay. Hold on. So you mean still Magnolia? Yeah, that's what I thank you, Melanie. Oh my God, I'm glad. Yeah, still Magnolia. I didn't like the Mama Queen of TV. No, I did not. If y'all are new here, make sure to subscribe, follow on all major platforms, hit the like button, and share and support the channel. Yes, please support the channel, y'all. It's a business. $ 313 comedian. Beautiful one said your food always looks so delicious. I listen. Whenever I'm cooking, where I work at, it's a family owned thing, and I love their food. I love their food, and I'm glad that they're open up. They open to my ideals sometimes because I'll be like, you know what? If I was cooking, I would do this. Well, I would even in presentation and shout out to the catering company I work for. Um, I appreciate them. Um, a bunch of beautiful people. They down to earth like me. They handle they can handle my my sense of humor. Cause you know shit that plops out my mind. One time I was sitting there working and I had took a gummy. One of the workers gave me a gummy, an edible. Cause I mean, it was like a big gig they had. I mean, it was like a 12-hour day. And I took two by mistake. I thought it was one, but it was two. And I am zooted and booted. And it's like all in the there. And I'm studying prep, and I had to do like 500 hors d'oeuvre things. And and it was like, oh my God. It was like, Michael. Because all of them were talking. They was like, Michael, you ain't said a word. And I was like, look, I'm just trying not to get fired. I'm high as hell. I said, no telling what would come out of my mouth. Billboard says, I love you, Harry, your hairy look. You so handsome with your hairy face. You know what? I am kind of hairy today because it's been a lazy day, but you know what? I accept that. I hate when you give somebody a compliment and they go, oh, that's a nice outfit you got. That's a nice shirt. Oh, this whole thing. Oh, your hair looks nice. Oh, I ain't do nothing with it. Come on, just say thank you. That's people that are not used to compliment. Thank you. But in order for you, when you don't look for compliments, I always tell people this: never get dressed for somebody else. Never stand in your mirror and think about how other people are gonna look at what you wear. When I look in the mirror, I'm like, do I like this? Wait a minute, okay. You have some people get dressed like, oh, I'm gonna let them have it. And I just sit there and say, oh, I'm letting myself have it with it. I love it. You cannot, because the moment somebody tells you they don't like something you got on, then it changes you can leave out the house feeling good about what you have worn and how good you feeling good about. And the moment that somebody else's opinion is not favorable to you, then you start feeling some type of way. You self-conscious. No, you put that shit on and you walk out with confidence and ain't not, because baby, first of all, you have to sell what you wearing. You ever seen somebody when you say, "Oh, you can't tell them nothing," and so you don't tell them nothing? Oh, shit, you can't tell them nothing, and you don't tell them nothing because you, no matter what you say to them, they know they look good, whether you agree with it or not. Oh, they look good, so no matter what the hell I say to them, that ain't gonna stop them, baby, because she wearing that, he wearing that, and that is what I do. But you ain't gotta tell me I look good in something, because you know what? The way I walk, the way I talk, you gonna already know this boy think he got it going on. And if I don't think that, who in the hell's L gonna do it? I'm not gonna let you tell me I ain't got it going on. Come on, somebody. We put too much emphasis. We put too much emphasis, too much into what other people think about us or say to us. Hey, love. Love B. Wait, love. She's pretty. I see. Love B so pretty. Love. Okay, God, I want to get it because these names together. Love is the first one. Bo. Love Bo. Love. But
Am I right? Am I right, y'all? Do y'all agree with me? We put too much emphasis on what somebody else thinks about, how they feel about this. Come on. Simply Ramona said, that's why I said telling people things like, I'll be like, since they don't listen to me, I'll let them, that's it. That's why I stopped telling people things. I be like, since they don't listen to me, I'll let them mess around and find out the wrong or bad. Come on, listen. I don't even tell people, look, you know what? I'm thinking about doing this. What do y'all think? No, because you're gonna mess around and let somebody talk you out of doing something that was really meant for you to do. You know, I had a bad habit one time. I would get off stage and go, well, was I good? Did you like that? And I remember my mama said, baby, the people are asking you for autographs, they laughing at you. They laughing at why would you have to ask was you good or were you funny? And I stopped doing that a long time ago. Was it especially when I did stand up, was that good? Was I funny? They said, oh yeah. If people, mama said, if you getting off stage and people are telling you, boy, that one joke when you said that, she said that's letting you know that. And then would it really make a difference? They didn't boo you. They didn't boo. We look for validation in other people. You know, the only person I need validation from, and that's God. I'll be asking God, look, God, should I have done it? Should I have said that? God, did I go a little too far? God, do I need to pull back? I don't ask man. I don't ask man. I mean, man is always going to give you their opinion. You know, I have a lot of people that disagree with some things that I did, and I don't agree with them. But at the end of the day, we can agree to disagree. But what you feel is not going to make me feel some type of way about me. Come on, somebody. What you feel about me ain't going to make me feel some way about me. It's what I feel about me is going to make me, you know, I always do this, and I've talked about this a million times. You have people, oh, that chicken smells so damn good, y'all. You have people that will be in a room, be at a gathering, be out somewhere having a good time, and somebody will walk in the room that they have an issue with, an ex-lover, a family member they don't speak to, somebody they had a fight with before, and that person walks in that room, and you will stop having a good time and go, here come this bitch. And now you looking at that bitch, you rolling your eyes, you mad. They didn't change your whole aura. I'm not ever going to give anybody that much control over how I feel about myself. Baby, it's been some bitches walked in the room I could not stand. And never did anybody know because maybe nothing about me changed. I just acted like you wasn't there. I would not dare give you the satisfaction to know when you walked in that room that you affected me in any type of way. But I walked in the room and seen some people roll their eyes and get upset. That is one of the most exhilarating feelings when you can walk in the room and a bitch is confused and discombobulated because you're of your presence. I would never allow anybody's presence, come on, somebody, to affect me having a good time, to affect my conversation, to affect, oh, I can't eat no more. Baby, I will eat your face and I can't stand your ass. I just won't eat your cooking. I just won't leave my plate around you. Come on, somebody. Stop allowing people to have that control. And that, you know what? Once you take the control and when people realize that and they see that they can't affect you, now they can all talk about you amongst themselves and laugh and oh, he did this or he's that and he's this. But as long as they don't say it to you and you don't hear it, it don't affect you. Because I'm telling you, there's a lot of things in my life that I've done, probably don't do again or do some more that I may not be proud of. But what I will say this is you can't throw it in my face. I will not allow you to be that type of person. You know, my mother was one of the many people that I would, it would just hurt my heart. She's so disappointed in me and things like that. But other than that, when it comes to the world, come on. Because you know what? Every time I get that money order to pay my rent, when I just called to pay DTE, light and gas, none of what nobody thought about me helped me pay that. None of what nobody thought about me helped me pay that shit. So what you listen, why it now if when I signed that money order to pay that rent, or when I called DTE and the gas light company to pay it off my car, it wasn't off somebody else's car. So why the fuck would I give a damn about what somebody thought about me that ain't doing shit? Say Snapple facts. Joker, missed your call. Been busy. Look, that's the workers, man. I know, Joe. Yeah, I ain't do nothing but call and laugh and talk some shit because I was tipsy as hell. Like, let me call Joker. I was calling to mess with you and your wife and talk some shit. How you doing, my brother? Glad everything all right with you. I was just sitting here saying how we allow what other people think to let's flip this chicken, y'all. Well, that chicken smelling good, though. Let me see what it look like. I don't have my Sassoon, so I don't have the color that I usually have, but it ain't all about the color. Trust and believe me. It ain't all about that color. Trust me, let's look at it. No, it ain't ready to be turned yet. So I don't like to turn my chicken too much. I will turn it up just a little. See, we got our fries ready. We got the onions. Gonna put some flour on it there, baby. Yeah. Oh, that chicken smells so. I love fried chicken, y'all. Come on, somebody. Hold on, y'all. I need another cigarette now. Doing this thing. Hold on. Oh, why every time I sit down, it's like I'm about to motherfucking fall? Come on, somebody. Miss Smith is in the building. Hey, Miss Smith, how are you doing? Oh, up in Monterey, California, taking a few days break. Come on now. Come on, Miss Smith. Yeah, no, Miss Smith, I think I talked Miss Smith ears off the other day, y'all. I was tipsy and I was just talking. And thank you for listening. Because I called Joker, you was one of them. I called a couple people, nobody answered, but me and Miss Smith talking, every time I'm talking, I'm making somebody laugh. Oh, hold on, let me turn this down just a little bit. I turned that up a little too high. So, you know what? This leg on this stool, I don't know why I'm sitting on this stool. This leg on this stool. So, yeah, I was talking to, I know Miss Smith said, I kept saying, I'm getting off the phone. And here I go with some other, I'm talking some more shit. And I think that that's why I tell people when it comes to this YouTube stuff, that a lot of people, come on, somebody, they don't know how to just have a conversation because when I'm looking, first of all, I like looking at me. So, most of the time I'm not behind the avatar, and I look rough today, and I'm still not behind no avatar. And that makes, when you see somebody's facial expressions and you see their gestures and their mannerisms, you can connect a little more. But I love conversation. I love being on stage, number one. I love to talk. And you have a lot of people that don't have that ability to get on here and just laugh and talk. Because I listen, when I see y'all names, it's like I see y'all faces. And some of y'all ain't never seen, but it's like I see y'all faces when I'm talking. Like, hey, what up? I'm no different on here than I am in real life. And that's a lot of people's problem. It's that they're not who they really are. You have a lot of fake phony people on here that have to pretend to be somebody, and you got to be careful. Anything liable to slip out my mouth. I'm liable to say anything. So I got to be me. I got to keep it real. I got to look. If we look, I told you we did the camping thing at the church. And my boss was like, we got to be mindful. We in the church. I was like, okay. Ask me how many times I slipped and cussed. Ask me how many times did I slip and cuss in the church and I had to say, Lord, forgive me. Lord, you know. Lord, you knew this mouth. And I know that's probably the wrong way to put it, but what they say, God knows what you're going to do before you do it. Lord, you knew I was going to make these, you know I was going to slip up and cuss. You know, I burnt myself. And I said, God damn it. Shit. That's all God. I got hit about five, I mean, not hit, but nudged 2-3 times. It is what it is. But yeah, a lot of people, that's what I say, a lot of people on here have to go down one road because that's the only road they know. What is the most, what do we get a lot? What grabs people's attention more than anything? Messiness, confrontation, to belittle somebody. I mean, for nothing. Now, yes, there's a time and place to let somebody have it. Come on. There is a time and place. Yes, I believe in that. Oh, you shouldn't say that. No, you shouldn't say it. But don't tell me what I should say. You might not say it, but I'm going to say what the hell. Leave me the hell alone. And it's always been a type. Now, if people don't like that, blame Michael Ann. Don't blame me. She's the one. You know how it is to grow up in a house where your mama had the sharpest wit. And my mother was more funny than I ever was. I'm telling y'all, things that my mother did in her life, some of the things that she said. I remember her and I being out at the bar. Me, her, and my grandmother were all hanging out at the bar, having us a good time. I mean, I loved hanging with my mom, and I love the women in my family. And the guy was trying to talk to my mom. And he just kept trying. She was like, baby, I'm good. You know, I'm good. So we go to get in the car, and he was on a bike, like a regular 10-speed bike. He was like, he kept, mama said, baby, I told you I'm good now. You know, going. He said, I'm going to remember your license plate. She said, I'm going to remember your bike. And when she said she going to remember his bike, me and my grandmother and my mother had the whole car shaking from laughing. Just hilarious. I mean, her one-liners were just epic, and I got that from her. Hold on, let me flip this chicken here. Yeah, this chicken is letting me know done. I mean, that getting there. You have to listen to the chicken. Well, I hate I didn't have my best on, but it's all right. Good evening. But Mika said, hey, Miss Smith. But yeah, you know, and I just thank God. I thank God for who He made me. That's another thing. I have never, ever in my life wished I was somebody else. Now, I've wished I've had more money. I've wished that I probably was more famous. But that's for me. I never wished I was famous as somebody else. I never wished I was Michael Jackson. I never wished that I was anybody on YouTube. I never wished I was B-Love. That's why you have so many people out here that want to imitate B-Love, and they smack and chewing with their mouth open and dripping juice all that. No. Oh, do you know that irks my nerves when I watch people and you can see that they're trying to be B-Love? Yeah, you have to be you, see it, man. Come on, good evening. You know, and that's a lot of people. Now, you can show you can look at somebody's blueprint. And when you look at that blueprint, then you do you. You take, even like with recipes, a lot of people think cooking is so hard. It's not. You take that recipe and you make it your own. You take it and you make it your own. What tastes good to you? That is why, you know, I had one cousin say, cuz you shouldn't be giving everybody your recipes. I said, well, if I give it to them, it's still not gonna taste like mine. That's our problem. That's why people are scared to lift other people up. They're scared to tell people, this is what you do. This is what I did to do this. Because you're too scared that they're going to bypass you. You're too scared they're going to get ahead of you. You're too scared that they're going to be doing better than you. And instead of saying, damn, you know, I had a hand in that and feel good about that, you feeling bad because they doing something better than you. I don't care if you have 1 million subscribers or 2. If you feel good about what you have put out with them 2 subscribers, then what's for you is for you. And God will bless you accordingly. God will bless you accordingly. My son is so hungry, y'all. I didn't eat breakfast today. I swear, today's been a lazy day. And I'm gonna tell you what really happened is I woke up. I had a dream. I can't remember what the dream. All I know, my mom was in this dream. And I woke up and I went to dial her number. I grabbed the phone and I went to dial. And then I was like, I didn't cry. Normally I'd be boo-hooing in tears. I didn't cry and I laid back because I told y'all the first thing I say when I wake up is, thank you, Jesus, for another day. Thank you, Lord. And so I hadn't said that yet. So I said, oh, Lord, thank you, Jesus. And me saying that eased that pain that I felt about almost dealing, you know, because that's the hardest thing I keep telling y'all I've ever had to deal with. But I could tell I was in a little funk because I didn't get up. I ain't even took a shower, nothing, y'all. It's been a lazy day. I hope y'all can't smell me. No, baby, if you are consistent with your hygiene, you not getting up early in the morning, taking showers, ain't gonna change it. And that's another thing, y'all. I have bad sinus. If I can smell you, that's letting me know you stink. And it's been admitted. But if you're consistently, I don't care if you just rinse your mouth out with water. And your breath should not smell bad. You should not have wax in your ear. Oh, that's another pet peeve. Well, I can sit next to you, and you know, I have a bad habit of that. Every time I sit next to somebody, I look in their ears. I don't know why. And I'm gonna tell you, I know why exactly. But you look in their ears, and if I can see wax dangling, oh my God. I be wanting to take a Q-tip and just get it out. But when I was younger, I was dating somebody, and we kissing, and I caught myself doing what I saw on the videos and stuff, and I stick my tongue in their ear like. And when I tell you, I taste a number. Have y'all ever licked somebody in their ear and taste wax? When I almost spit in their ear. That is why I don't lick nobody in their ears no more. And I'm a very sensual person. I'll lick you from head to toe. But that I will not hit with them ears because that scarred me for life. And then I did have a friend that came here from Atlanta, very gorgeous, and they were going to move here. We would get to know each other. I mean, I even got videos of me, and we had some of the best sex. We made love, and so I took a shower because we were going out that night. I was going to show them Detroit. I took a shower. Then they took a shower. And when they got out the shower, they were sitting there. I noticed they had a lot of wax in their ears. And so I'm sitting there, because I use the Q-tips, because especially when the water get in there, I put the towel in the Q-tip. And I said, do you want the Q-tip? He was like, no, I'm good. I was like, no, you need these Q-tips. He was like, no, I'm good. I said, no, because I see wax. Now, I'm being real, okay, maybe he don't. I said, you got a lot of wax. This motherfucker said, well, I know I got wax. He said, but my doctor said it's good for cold blisters. Like if you put the wax on the cold, it helped cold blisters go. It was summertime, number one. And then I said, so you going to let it just build up? I said, take it out and put it in a jar or something. That just didn't make sense. It's fuck a cold blister. I'm not going to walk around with an ear full of wax. Beeswax. Surprised bees ain't flying all around your ass. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, so, but
You never know. My mama, listen, my mama didn't play that. My mama would have whooped our asses. Do you hear me? I was like, nigga, so you gonna hold this wax until y'all see how this chicken is letting me know it's done? Oh yeah. I gotta eat a piece of this while the fries are going. Come on, I thought this person was crazy. I was like, what? So I'm gonna take the smallest ones out first. I was okay, y'all see the chicken. I see that chicken. Take the smallest ones out first. Hold on. Now you know life be life. Like people kill me. Y'all been trying not to pass gas in front of somebody. If I'm riding in the car with you and we done left dinner and I'm a little gassy, I'm gonna roll that window down just as nice and be like, you might want to hold your nose, you might want to turn your face. But I gotta let this one out. Because I'm not gonna hold it in and kill myself. Hold it in. Trying to. Okay, so now look, I'm gonna tell y'all what I do to my potatoes when I want. Hold on. Let's just put one glove on so I don't have all the yuckiness on mine. So I still got my grease going. Now I'm gonna put a little flour over this. A little this flour here. Okay. Now I'm gonna get all that flour with a little flour over there. I'm gonna wash this out because it's gonna be my plate. But first, now I'm gonna put my onions in here to do the same thing with the onions, but I might get them loose a little bit. Yeah, I love potatoes with onions. The onions don't take as long. Y'all see how I got the onions now? So now I'm gonna put a little bit of flour on the onions, just so they'll have a little crust on it. Come on, somebody. How y'all doing today? You know, even though I woke up almost trying to dial my mom, I feel good. Because like I said, God, I'm still here. I could be dead and gone. But instead, he let me live on. now? We're gonna just put iron right over the top, flour and all. Okay. See how easy that was, y'all. Hey, that was my baby. Hey, Jennifer. My niece is in the building. I'm glad you joined in, baby. How you doing? How your mama? That's my baby. I have some of the most beautiful nieces, baby. What? Who wanna argue? I got some of the best, the most beautiful nieces in the world. See, that's another thing. Mama told me, wash as you go. Wash as you go. Okay. I'm the plastic. My mama's good and everybody's good. Okay. I tell you, I gotta stop by your house. I really do. What y'all doing for the 4th of July? Um, I'm going to be a grandma. Oh, come on. Oh my God. Y'all know what? Y'all know y'all old when somebody that you saw in Pampers and changed their Pampers. Now they go, you know you old when you done changed the grandma's Pampers. Oh, congratulations. Oh, the kids is growing so fast. All right, y'all know what? I gotta eat. I gotta try one of these chicken wings because I can't wait. I'm so hungry. I'm so hungry. Look at God. Okay. Okay, now let's see here. Let me see now. When you first take your chicken out, the best time to season it is when um okay, when it comes straight out of okay, why is it leaning like that? Okay. Hey Michael and the 4C gang. This is hey. Okay, I'm not gonna say hey Miss Wright. Every time I say it, and I just said it right the last time. Okay, let's see what this tastes like. Y'all hear crunch? Oh, we don't need nothing. Not another salt. That's perfect. Oh my God, y'all. Y'all hear that crunch? I use no eggs, no nothing. Mm. Mm, 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 mm. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm gonna eat them. I'm gonna lay down. Put on a good movie. It's two movies on Temu that I love. One is called Mother May I, and the other one is with Tammy Romaine. Tammy Roman, I mean. Mm. Oh, I love chicken. That one is delicious. Um, Girl in the Closet. You might some good movie. Tammy from Basketball Wives. It made me look at her differently. You know, you played your part good, but somebody don't like you after the movie go out. And y'all that throw this away, y'all need to be hit. Y'all that cut this off need to be hit. Mm.
Do any of y'all watch the black couple, the black married couple, Larry Brown and his wife Yolanda? They they moved from the city, bought a farm, and they've been raising goats and chickens and all of that. I love them. They sell the olive oil, Keefe olive oil. Um, I watch them all the time. From when they first started to what they do now. They're a lot on Facebook. Well, oh my God, y'all, I want another piece of chicken. I have to see, just so you know, this, I have to do one more. Oh, Lord. Come on, somebody. So they have this, you know, they do content. Well, they raise chickens and they go get the eggs and, you know, and it is kind of interesting, like, you know, ain't no preservatives, no added, you know, everything. Just chicken and egg. And the chicken gives them eggs every day. I don't know how expensive eggs are. Well, they put up a video. Oh my God, y'all. Yeah. Why would I spend all that money at Popeye? Or Kentucky Fried? And the shit tastes good at home. So they put up a video of them processing the chicken. So they grabbed they had about 14 to 20 chicken, live chicken. And they grabbed one, they put the chicken in the frontal thing, put the head down, and took the knife and cut the chicken knife off, the chicken's neck off. The chicken is in there shaking for a while. Then after the chicken died, they dip it in the hot water, put it in one little contraption where it rolls around, takes the feather off. She cuts it, guts it, and all that. People in the comment, oh my God, why you stole that? I wish I couldn't. I shouldn't have watched it. I'm not gonna eat chicken no more. A real chicken, I don't give a damn what you do to a chicken. Ain't shit. I can see somebody do to a chicken that can make me stop ever eating it. And the push came to shove, and I had to do it. I wouldn't want to. But if that's the only way I can eat some chicken, give me the knife. Watch out, little chicky chick. Here I come. Chicken necks for everybody. Now, when I was younger, you know, people from down south, that's what they did. I've seen it done one time. My grandfather was from down south. My grandmother's from Canada. Well, y'all know the Easter market y'all see me go to all the time. We were young, you know, when we were younger, after church, that was everybody's thing. Go to the Easter market or on the Saturday. And that's why every time I go down, I get a feeling of my great grandmother, my grandmother, my granddad, us all being down there. And we go down there one day. Me, my two older sisters, my grandfather and grandmother. And he buy 4 chicken. 4 live chicken. So they had a station wagon. This chicken is so damn good. Oh Okay, y'all, I can't eat no more. I gotta wait till the fries done. But I would eat one more. Um, oh, thank you, Jesus. So the chickens are in the back of in the cage in the back of the station wagon. Me and my sister sitting back there. And we turned around. We look at we are intrigued by these chickens. That was my first time ever seeing a live chicken, especially us buying one. So we didn't all pick out our chicken. That's my chicken. That's my chicken. We even gave our chicken names. We playing with the chicken. So they get home, my granddaddy puts the chicken in the garage. And we're in the garage. You know how you scared about animal, but you still so we naming them. And I know my chicken. And next thing you know, my grandfather came out there and he started chasing the chickens. And we're looking like, what the hell? So I mean, the chicken is running too, but he's chasing them. And he catches one, he catches my sister's chicken. And he caught that chicken, and he grabbed that chicken by the neck, and he slung it. He just twirled that chicken around in the air and pop. And the chicken neck was just dangling, and the chicken was still walking around for a minute. And we are all standing there like, I was like, I didn't even realize he snapped the chicken's neck to kill it. The chicken runs around for a minute, and then the chicken falls. It was my sister's chicken. She's crying. She didn't got a bond with this damn chicken. And he hands the chicken to my grandmother. I watched that whole process. So he handed it to my grandmother. My grandmother put it in hot water out in the backyard where the house my mom lived in. Put that chicken in that backyard, in that hot boil of water. And I'm sitting there, I'm in awe. And my sister and them, they looking, but they're scared. And then she's plucking the feathers off of all the chicken. I am intrigued. Then I see her cut it and gut it. I gut the chicken and all of that. And I see her cut it down in the pieces. And so she got a fried chicken. My grandma cooked a big old dinner. And we're sitting at the table, and my sister refuses to eat the chicken because it was her chicken. I was like, Gigi, I'll take her piece. Because none of that bothered me at all. Nothing about that process. Baby, I was what? Can I get another piece? Look, you want me to go catch another one for you so we can kill it? Huh? Yeah, I wonder how many people, if you had to hunt and kill your own food, could you? I know I could. I love to eat too much. I will hunt their ass down. And y'all know the way I love chicken feet too. The way, baby, I'm mad because I didn't eat chicken feet then. But it traumatized her for a minute. I'm sure she eats chicken now. But it was nothing that I wasn't willing to try. Call me when you end the live, man. I will. Look, I'm going to call you before I eat because I'm getting so old. As soon as I eat, y'all, it's like somebody put a sleeping pill in my food. I ghost. That's why when I go on a date, I say I have to eat light because if I be there 8, I'm asking, okay, I'm ready to go home. I'll call you tomorrow. I'll talk to your mom to go get in there. I'm going to go get in there. But look, that's one thing how I know I'm getting old. Any other part, I told you I hung out with the younger employees. They was at the bar and I went and I had such a good, I had such a good time. I even called up with her. I tried to hook up with her. I thought the guy was cute. I called up with her. And anyway, y'all, I was feeling so damn good. I was talking to the lady. Look, whatever my coworker, she young enough to be my daughter. Matter of fact, her birthday coming up next week. She was like, here, take a shot. Take a shot. I don't even know what the shot was, and I just took it. All I know, y'all, is I forgot I was gay. I took that shot and forgot that I was gay. Baby, I was because it was a straight bar. I'm walking around and look, I'm looking good, and women looking and one lady said, I was like, how you doing, baby? You all right? She was like, hey, and I'm just talking to it. And look, she is just into it. And She was like, you know, where you working, blah, blah, blah. And she was like, and then it hit me. I said, oh, bitch, you gay. You better stop playing with this woman. And I had to bust out laughing. She didn't know it was so funny. My coworker was laughing. Listen, whatever it was, baby, I thought I was gay. I mean, I thought I was straight. I was talking shit. My voice got a little deeper. I had a little pimp in my walk. And I was like, you know, because, yeah, what up? What up? How you doing? How you doing, baby girl? Like, my God. Hey, wife, how you doing? How you doing? Hold on, y'all. Let me get these fries. Yeah, come on, fries. How you doing? I like hard fries. I don't like soft. Okay, hold on. Oh yeah, it's almost time to eat, y'all. So yeah, I had to catch myself, y'all, because you could not tell me that I wasn't straight that night. I was straight in my head and in my mind for a good 20 minutes. I'm okay, hubby. And I'm great. Look, I'm great. I done had some trying days, but by the grace of God, I done made it through. Come on, somebody. Won't he do it? Won't he do it? Okay, I'm really old if I'm doing this. I'm really great. Everybody is speaking. Shout out to the 4C gang, the baddest gang in these damn YouTube street. Good evening to every husband is showing out right now. No, I'm just keeping it real. Shout out to the baddest gang in these YouTube street, the 4C gang, cooking, comedy, cussing, and cocktails. What? Don't judge us. Judge your motherfucker self. My niece say, "Oh, that's got a good crunch to it." Niece, this is what I tell everybody. People want to dip. You know, y'all wasted. First of all, eggs cost too damn much, and a lot of people think you get your crunch from, you know, that putting the eggs in there. Save your egg. The two keys is three keys to good crunchy chicken. Putting some cornstarch in your flour, right? That's one. Now you can soak it in hot sauce, and it won't make it hot, but the hot sauce gives it a color and a crunch to it. I learned that from what's her name? The big white woman who said she was so popular until she said something racist. Paula Deen. Soak your. You may think like, oh my God, but if you soak that chicken in there, not only will it come out with a pretty red color, it will also give it a crunch. Then the last way, and this is the way I always do it, is before I even turn my pan on, I will flour my chicken, and then I will let it set it on a plate or whatever, and I let the flour soak in so you can almost see the chicken. And then I reflour it right before I put it in the pan, and that gives you the crunch. And you ain't wasting an egg. You ain't wasting an egg. You know, mustard helps too, but you know, that tang in the mustard, I'll do mustard on my ribs because I have brown sugar with that mustard, so that brown sugar balances out the mustard. I'm not a mustard guy. You know, I only like mustard. I don't like mustard on my hot dogs. I like mustard in my potato salad. I like mustard in my baked beans. I like mustard in my that's basically. Oh, I can't eat corned beef without mustard. Isn't that something? I cannot eat. I'm weird like that. Like I don't like pickles, but I like relish. But I don't like relish on my hot dog. I mean, I like relish in potato salad. That's basically the only thing I like relish in. I can't just put some relish on my hot dog. Ugh. I can't. I don't like mustard on my hamburgers. And no. Simply say yes. 4C game for life in the building. Don't judge us. Judge your motherfucking self. Cooking, comedy, cussing, and cocktails. This is what we do. Headed by the clapback king. Baby. Yes, everybody, thank you for the likes. Make sure you support the channel. $313 comedian. It's a business. I'm not on here for my health, but I am on here for just a little wealth. You know what? You know it's bad when you say you're saved and you almost don't want to say them because you know other people be saying them. What? You ain't gonna make me feel bad about saying some shit I made up. The fuck? Okay, oh, I'm waiting on these fries to get a little hard. Good evening, Mika said, talk to me, laugh out loud. Come on, somebody. I am hungry. It is 5 o'clock in the evening, and I have not eaten, but I have to be up 6 o'clock in the morning. So this is one of the, I started to get up and go to the Eastern Market today and then go to the grocery store to get me my sazon and season. And I was like, you know what? It's not worth it. I don't want to do all of that, be wore out. I want to just do nothing today. I did clean my refrigerator out real good. I did, hit my bathroom up. I have to do this living room and my bedroom. Other than that, I'm still working on my house. I haven't showed y'all my house yet. I ain't gonna show y'all till it's together. Right now, y'all be like, I like a bachelor. Right now, I'm living like a bachelor. I'm a bachelor. Whatever they call it. Who was that in here? Said they like me looking rough with this hair. Now they got look. You never let what somebody say, but they said I look gorgeous with the hairy face. But y'all know me. Has anybody noticed, y'all, that I have grew back my my goatee? Mike, how come you didn't mail me some of those oxtails, knowing I've been wanting some and too cheap to buy them? I don't listen. I boiled those. I didn't even sear them or nothing. And I had them with rice. When I tell y'all, sometimes simple is so damn, the simple shit is so good. Oh, it was so good. Good evening, Mika said that's what my fiance said, laugh out loud. Ms. Cooper says, you drinking and cooking. Drinking and cooking. You know what? I don't know if I drank something. I don't want to be too tired tomorrow. And y'all know I love a good cocktail. Y'all know Father's Day, y'all know Father's Day is coming up. And y'all all know that my dad passed away 2 years ago, the day before Father's Day. Is it wrong? I have my father on top of my refrigerator, right next to my Captain Crunch and Applejack. Hey, Daddy. He up there. How you doing, Dad? Let me get these fries out. Hold on, y'all. What am I doing up here? Wait a minute. Okay. But they're not hard as I want them yet. They're not hard as I want them. I want them a little harder. I like it hard, y'all. It's gotta be hard. It's gotta be hard. So I'm acting like Father's Day is coming up. Is anybody cooking for Father's Day? Y'all barbecuing for Father's Day? I am going to wait on 4th of July. I may cook a good dinner. For Father's Day, I always would cook my daddy a plate, him and his girlfriend. His girlfriend gone and he gone too. Yeah, it'll be 2 years for my mom this coming Friday, Juneteenth. So everyone, please keep Mike and I lifted in prayer. Yeah, listen, yeah, but you know what? Because Father Days fall on different. Because the year he died, Father's Day was on June the 16th, so he died on the 15th. Him and my Angela Bofield. Shout out to Angela Bofield. I tried to do the best I could. Do you know, I was doing, do y'all remember me being downtown doing the video, saying rest in peace to her and not knowing that my dad had died? And when I finished that live, I walked into the Renaissance and I sat down and I got the phone call and my father's sister was like, look, are you sitting down? I was like, huh? She said, your dad went to the hospital earlier. She said, I dropped him off and I left him there. She said, then they called me and told me that he didn't make it. I was like, oh my God. We had played You Love Our Boy. Yeah, listen, Angela, I did a play with Angela Bofield and for over a year. And Miss Smith said, oh yeah, you remember that? I had no idea. I'm sitting there talking about how much I miss my friend Angela Bofield and had no idea that my daddy was gone as well. But Angela Bofield, who every time she would always say, Michael, oh, you're the funniest man I know. Every time she did a concert here, do you know she would give me backstage passes? Okay, she's gone now. Her. I used to mess around with Angela Bofield's manager, which his name was Tony, and I was in love with me some Tony. I love me some Tony. And so anytime I was somewhere that Angela was performing, like in another city, or anytime they came here to the Aretha Franklin Amphitheater, they would always have tickets for me. And I'll never forget this. The last time I took a friend, because Angela's manager and I weren't going together anymore at that point. Weren't talking. But we were cool, and he gave me these tickets. We were like really up close, and I had the VIP thing, and my friend did too. And so after the show, we went back. It was her and Gerald Albright and the white guy that played the horn. I don't know his name, but anyway, we go back there and we're talking to him. Angela's like, "Hey, Michael." I was like, "Hey, Angie," and I said, "This is my friend." And his name was Michael. I said, "This is my friend Michael." Angela Bofield gave him the nastiest look, like, and then she told me, she said, "I don't like him." And I was like, "Angie, why wouldn't you?" I just didn't get it because me and Angie was like this on the road. Like this. And she turned out to be right because he wasn't shit. But Angie used to always come to my hotel room to smoke weed because she didn't want nobody else to know, but they knew I was the bad boy. It was a gospel play, but I was the bad boy. And so we would smoke weed. And I'll never forget, I have something that I don't think nobody else will ever have of Angela sing. I Tried is my favorite song by her. I tried to do the best I could, and you're mine. She's an angel. She's an angel. And the other one, the other slow one. Anyway, but she sang I Tried to me a cappella, just me and her. And she sang the whole song to me, sitting in my hotel room. We both sitting on my bed, and Angie's smoking a joint, and Angela Bofield is singing I Tried to me. Come on, somebody. I'm way before cell phone. I'm not doing much. My husband has to work, so we celebrated Father's Day this past weekend already. But I will probably cook my husband a nice dinner, do a balloon release for my husband, and my father. Rest in peace. Okay. So why did you smell like butter? Listen, I was high. We were high. So I loved that song so much, so I melted, but I really didn't get the significance of it until after we were off the road. Um, and she's no longer here. I'm trying to get together for us all to have a reunion for the people that did the play. So, but Reverend James Moore is not here anymore. The writer Carlton Hamilton is not here, and Angela Bofield is not here, and Dottie Peoples, keyboardist, who was my boy Dwayne White, he's not here. So that's 4 people that were a part of the play that is no longer here. But for the most part, a lot of people reached out to me. It was like, yeah, I'm down with it. The girl that played my niece, me and her talked on the phone for the longest. Shout out to Bernetta Coleman. She plays Shannon. And I just looked at, I don't know if y'all ever seen the skit. I mean, the scene where she gets me to change my life around. I just looked at that today. And I looked at it over and over and over. And I was like, you know what? I am so good. My timing is so impeccable. And, okay, hold on. Oh, let me just try it out. Oh, yeah, y'all. This is going to make me really sleepy. Hold on, my people. Just a minute. Wait, y'all listen. Let y'all see. Let y'all see what I'm doing now. Wow, you light up when you speak of your passing. I love it. Listen, you know, I did things that some people dream about, but God that I had that experience. I had to get every onion. So I'm gonna drink some water, y'all. I have not drank water, and I noticed that. I was like, you know what? I haven't drank any water. And you would think, because my last name is Waters, that why is my mouth watering, y'all? Get that oil off my stove. Okay. So now, as soon as it's hot, they come out, you need to put some salt on there. And okay. And I have some dip that I got. You know what? I'm not a person that likes to put the ketchup all over my fries. I like to put it in a corner like that. Now, I got this sauce for my job. I can't remember what kind of sauce it is. So I'm going to taste it. See if it's a good sauce for dipping my chicken. Let's see. It's like chicken bites or something. And I'm not, oh, that would be good to dip my chicken in. But I'm like, wait. No. You know what this is? I added to some waters that I figured, look, so I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to have, oh, thank you. I'm glad I forgot. No, I added this to some water. I was like, wait, that don't taste like, oh, that would have been too hilarious. That's a fruit punch. Okay. So
Yeah, I would have been so silly. I forgot all about that. Let's get out of there. Look at me thinking I didn't have nothing to drink. See, I'm at that. That's me. I should have had water. I was gonna drink that water. Put just a little sugar in here. That's good. Oh, look at that. Look at that. I don't remember them putting any water in it. I mean, sugar. Baby, come on, somebody. That is what I'm talking about right there. Oh my God, yeah. What if I had to use that to be okay? So how about that, y'all? I'm gonna set that there. I'm gonna sit right here and eat while we talk. See how the fries look, y'all? That's the fries I want. My little ketchup right there. Dear Lord Father God, I thank you, Jesus. I thank you for this wonderful food that I'm about to receive for the nourishment of my body. I thank you. I thank you for giving me the means to be able to have this food to cook, Father God. I thank you for the roof over my head. I thank you for breath in my body. I thank you for being in my right mind. But most of all, Father God, I thank you for your son, for him dying on the cross so that I may have a life everlasting. I thank you for my beautiful parents, even though they're no longer here, Father God. I thank you for the years that you gave them with me. I wouldn't want anybody else to be my parents, Father God, but the ones you gave to me. I love you and I lift your name. I lift your name, Father God. I thank you for who you are. In your son Jesus' name, amen. 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 Come on, somebody. Mm. So you got to get an onion. Oh, the onion has a sweetness to it. Okay. The onion. Mm-hmm. Mm. Beautiful one. Yes, he does. He's so much fun loving to this live and hit that like button. Come on, somebody. Thank you. Oh my God, y'all. Mm. Oh, that flour on here, it gives it a little crunch. It gives it a crunch. Y'all see them onions? Y'all see them onions? Come on, somebody. Mm. Mm. Oh, it took me some missed everyday life. Yeah, I was just trying to find myself. I didn't want to be on here and be this angry black man. That is why. That's why I had to take a little break. Because I was like, I'm a cuss. Oh my God, y'all. Oh, this is so good. Mhm. I love it. And I thank God for high metabolism. Mm. Mm. You know what? One thing I'll say, not messing around with a lot of people and just staying to myself. Mhm. You know how much food I save? Mm. Mm, 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 mm. Come on, somebody. Michael, do you like fixes on Randall? Look, I tried it. And what? Beautiful one. Are you are you here from Detroit? Do you live in Detroit? I am. Wow, this is so fucking delicious. I did a food review on them. I first I ordered some oxtail, some macaroni and cheese. I ordered a piece of that chicken. No, I'm from Chicago. Used to that they got it. Oh, okay. Um, I did a video. I ordered the oxtail, and they were too chewy, like they weren't done. And the chicken was all right. I thought the price was too high, but the waitress did come back. And I said, "Look, I said, I'm not being funny." I said, "But is there any way y'all can cook these a little bit longer?" She's like, "No, they're done." And I said, "Okay." She said, "Would you like something else?" I said, "Yeah." So then I got the fish. I can't remember what kind of fish it was. Some macaroni and cheese and some sweet potato. Kenya. It was so damn delicious. It was delicious. The price was just a little too high. But now I'm such a cheapskate. That price may be good to everybody else, but I think I'm like that because I'm a cook. So I know how cheap it is for me to cook something at home and then to spend that much money, spending $9 and $10 on a piece of chicken. Come on. Ridiculous. Mm, 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 mm. Y'all see how well eat, and I use it on tomato. Mm, come on, somebody. Mm. Ain't nothing like your own cooking. Nothing at all. One of my biggest joys of learning how to cook would be when I would cook dinner and watch my mama eat my food and her to enjoy it. Much as I've loved her cooking, I love taking her plates of food in. Mm. I always tell her, don't give your boyfriend none, but I always put enough on there so he wouldn't eat it all up from home. Oh my God, this is the whoa, yeah. I'm so glad I got high metabolism. Because if I didn't, I would be huge as a house. Mm. I hear that crunch. Mm. It's not like some good chicken. Mm. I'll tell y'all, this is better than sex. It's better than an orgasm. Well, I ain't gonna say better. It's right there behind. Mm. Wow. Something so simple can be so delicious. Mm. I forgot that I was eating that salad. I guess I used that tossed salad a little late. I guess I'll toss that salad a little later. What? Don't judge me. Mm. Mm. Yeah, it's getting so bad that I get sleepy while I'm eating. Mm. This is so good. Simple. Home fries are better than any fries at a restaurant. Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm. Oh my God. Oh, the fries, I can't stop eating them fries. Okay. So this is what I'm gonna do, y'all. I'm gonna take me a little break. I'm gonna carry my stomach. It's about, and I still want to finish eating. Whoa! I am such a peer. Glutton. I'm a gluttonous peer. Oh, y'all know what's so funny? I thought that stuff was um, a dip. Oh, excuse me. And I could not remember that it was the punch that they let me bring home. See, I gotta be up at 6
I had to be out the house by 8 o'clock. No, by 7. I had to be out the house by 7 in the morning. So what I need to do is get everything ready tonight. I'm a big procrastinator. Baby, I am the last minute, the 12th hour. How long do we got left? Will we make it in time? What's that old saying? People say you be late for your own funeral, which I never understood that. How can you be late for your own funeral? It wouldn't be you being late, it'd be people making you late. Oh my God, y'all. I am in heaven right now. And look, I cannot get that food off my mind. The only reason I ate it so much on here, because I don't want y'all saying, oh, not that I really care what anybody said. Didn't I just say fuck what somebody care or think or say? No, I really wanted the cigarette. Oh my God, them fries are everything. The fucking chicken. I won't use the rub anymore. I like it, but I like my chicken to taste so much like my mama's, and that rub just it's good, but it ain't good as what my mama had. I told y'all I don't trust anybody that cooks on any platform and just go, yes, because this is delicious. In that live, if you do not eat your food alive, don't tell me it's good, because I ain't gonna believe it. Baby, because I don't care what. When somebody eats some food, that face don't lie. When you know if a person that food good or not, the face do not lie. That is why y'all see me eat everything that I cook. Now, I ain't never cooked nothing bad. But I have cooked some stuff where I said, you know what, I could have did this a little differently, or I should have, and I'm honest and I'm real honest about it. And that's somebody who's secure in their cooking. And you know what's so amazing about me? I love to cook on camera, but I hate people to be in the kitchen with me while I'm cooking. Does that make sense? I don't mind showing y'all me cooking, but it's like people was in my way when they're in the kitchen. You want me to do this way? You want me? No. My mother was the only one that her and I meshed in the kitchen. Oh, I mean, now if I'm working and they paying us, okay. But I'm saying when I'm at home cooking. Like my kitchen here is open. Like I can look right into my living room, right into the little dinette area. And so if you sit here, you can see me cooking. But somebody's just be in there. You need me to do anything? No, baby, I'm good. Because they're not going to do it right now. I'm going to be looking and I'm going to have to redo it anyway. I remember having somebody cooking with me. I think it was my birthday. And they was doing a potato salad. And the potatoes were just too big and just everything about it was wrong. And I was like, okay. I said, okay, I got it. And you don't want to be like, move, simply want to say, I can relate to that. I don't like no one in the kitchen with me either. When I'm cooking, you are in my way. Exactly. Listen. And look, all they be trying to do is help. All they be trying to do is help. Because I'm gonna have to come over there anyway, and I'm gonna have to put this. I want to put the amount of seasons in there because I don't know the measurements. I just know by my eyesight, and and I'm a taster. I taste the whole time I'm cooking, the whole time. I don't go by any measurement. So when people are like, well, you should write a cookbook. I can write one. I can just tell you the ingredients, but I can't tell you how much to put in nothing. I couldn't tell anybody how much of anything to put in anything. I can't. I've been having the taste for peach cobbler lately. Well, pear cobbler. I like pear cobbler better than I do peach cobbler. So I'm thinking about making maybe for Father's Day, a pear cobbler. A small one. I'm learning how to cook small now.
You know, I took culinary arts where we cooked for hundreds of people. Oh God, yeah, I'm so tired now. Y'all see that? See how quickly? See how quickly I got tired just by eating. I think ever since they gave me that operation, remember y'all, I had the hiatal hernia where my stomach went up here. They said, you know, your stomach is only big as your fist. So my stomach came up here, and they had to do the go. Remember they went in with the robots and pushed it down, push it back down. I have not been able to eat the same since, you know, because I know I can eat. I have not been able to eat the same since, and I get tired. But I will say this: I sat here last night. I brought those sandwiches we cooked. I brought about 3 home, and then I brought some cupcakes home. I had 4 cupcakes. I had a banana cupcake, red velvet cupcake, a chocolate cupcake, and a vanilla one. I sat here and I ate every last um, cupcake. I mean, every last sandwich, and then I turned over and I ate all 4 of those cupcakes. I said, Jesus. I said, Lord, and then went to sleep. Then turned over and went back to sleep. Or I have a bad habit of doing this, you know, as an older man, you know, throughout the night, I'll wake up and have to go pee. And I'll be laying there like, Jesus, I hate, oh Lord. I hate having to get up and go pee when that sleep is so good. But when I get up and go pee, I come in here and I fix me a bowl of cereal. It never fails. It's like I have a craving. I'm so glad I'm not lactose intolerant. I'm glad about a lot of things. I love milk. Oh, I go through a gallon of milk myself. Within before a week is out, I go through a gallon. I don't have any milk right now, but I gotta go buy some. Yeah. Oh, I gotta remember that milk. I better write a list. Milk. I need some milk. And some more cereal before I run out. I love Apple Jacks. I love Lucky Charms. I love Fruity Pebbles. I love corn flakes. Oh, I love them. Okay, wait. Why is my mouth salivating for cereal now? And y'all see how cookie my mind is? All right, y'all. Look, I am fin to get off of here because I'm tired. Oh, I've been on here for 2.5 hours. Look how time flies when you're having fun. Look how time flies when you're having fun. I'm glad you guys could enjoy. I mean, came and took time out your busy day to watch little old me. You didn't have to. You could have been anywhere, but you decided to be over here to watch me just ramble. Yeah, you see, just ramble and talk. But I enjoy talking. I enjoy sharing. I enjoy it all. But remember, it's a business. So if you can, which is very well appreciated, support the channel, $313 comedians. Always appreciate it. And if you can't, we still love you. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. Do that. Tell your people about it. Go watch CMA. And shout out to the baddest gang in these YouTube streets, 4C gang for life. Everything, Mike, cooking, comedy, cussing, and cocktails. What? Don't judge us. Judge your motherfucking self. This your boy, comedian Michael Allen. Thanks for hanging out with me, all right? I'm out. Peace.